Right now, football is not very fun for Iranians. On today's episode, we will recap Iran U23's match against Turkmenistan and preview the upcoming match with Uzbekistan. You know what time it is. For this special edition of Team Melli Talk, we actually begin with a tribute to Garnik Mehrabian, former assistant coach for the national team of Iran, and a person that I was honored to have the opportunity to interview. Garnik Mehrabian played for Taj, also known as Istiklal, from 1954 to 1963. And after his playing career, he went on to become a head coach. He was head coach of Ararat Tehran. He also had a short stint as head coach of Iran at the U20 level. And of course, he was also assistant coach for the national team of Iran under Franco Farrell. At that time, Franco Farrell was in dire need of a good left back. And it was Garnik Mehrabian who brought along Andranik Eskandarian to the national team. And as we know, Andranik Eskandarian went on to represent Iran at the 1978 World Cup in Argentina. There were a lot of fun moments for Garnik Mehrabian during his coaching career in Iran. But to my surprise, I actually remember him telling me that his favorite moments as a coach in Iran took place when he was head coach of Mashin Sazi in Tabriz. He told me that the fans in Tabriz were amazing and that they always filled up the stadium. Once again, it was an honor to interview Garnik Mehrabian. All of us at Team Melli Talk will always appreciate his contributions to Iranian football, and he will be missed by the Iranian football community. A must-win game for Iran. Would Mahtavikia's men be ready? Let's take a look at Iran U23 starting lineup against Turkmenistan. No change in goal. Parsa Jafari gets a start again. 3 new players in the starting lineup: Ali Reza Bavieh, Ali Kalmarzi, and Erfan Shahriari. Both teams were hungry for a victory, so let's get to the first half highlights. Early in the match, a shot from Amir Ali Sadeghi is deflected and bounces off the crossbar. Iran keeping up the pressure, a good run-in cross from Shahriari, but what a save from Rasul Chariev. Soon after, a pass from Shahriari, the finish from Bavieh. Iran takes a 1-0 lead. Turkmen keeper Chariev didn't see it. Ali Reza Bavieh puts it away with ease. Perfect start for Team Melli Omid. Iran was in control until a foul by Hashim Nejad in the 25th minute. Sapar Guliev scores from the spot. We are tied 1-1. Later in the half, Salmani with a shot, but it goes straight to Chariev. In the 41st minute, Hashim Nejad with a good left-footed shot, but barely misses the far corner. 1-1 at the half. Iran got off to a good start, but clumsy play proved to be costly. Let's go to the second half highlights. Minutes after the restart, Amir Ali Sadeghi is unable to finish off this cross. Iran coming close to retaking the lead, but Chariev making another huge stop. Right after the hour mark, a bad challenge from Bavieh, and he is sent off. Iran reduced to 10 men. Soon after, Turkmenistan come close to taking the lead, but Jafari coming off his line at the right time. Playing with momentum and a man advantage, a beautiful strike from Teimour Chariev gives Turkmenistan a 2-1 lead. And that's the way it would end. A 2-1 upset victory for Turkmenistan over Iran. Now, this was a horrible result for Team Omid. Iran had more opportunities to score and more possession. In fact, 17 total shots. But there are a few words that perfectly described what happened. Self-inflicted wounds. The foul from Hashim Nejad that led to a penalty for Turkmenistan. Iran let down their guard right before the foul. In simple English, Iran was caught napping. And we cannot forget about Ali Reza Bavieh's red card early in the second half. Having to play with 10 men naturally opened up more opportunities for Turkmenistan. You know, we can talk all we want about how Turkmenistan had some luck against Iran. But the bottom line is that the Turkmen were the underdogs, and they took advantage of Iran's mistakes. The Uzbeks are on fire and are coming off a 6-0 thrashing over Qatar. In fact, Uzbekistan has already clinched a spot in the knockout phase. What does Iran have to do to pull off an upset victory over Uzbekistan? Well, my keys to victory aren't very detailed, but let's have a look. Number 1, score early. Number 2, park the bus like there is no tomorrow. The fact of the matter is that Mehdi Matavikia and Iran definitely have their work cut out for them against Uzbekistan. In order to advance to the quarterfinals, Iran must defeat Uzbekistan and Qatar must defeat Turkmenistan. I would obviously love it if Team Omid finds a way to advance to the knockout stage, but I don't see it happening. And even though Uzbekistan has already advanced to the next round, I see them wanting to put on a show for their home supporters in Garshi. Now, what about you? What's your prediction for Iran versus Uzbekistan? Leave a comment down below. Always look forward to getting your input. And that's it, everybody, for this edition of Team Melli Talk. As always, really do appreciate the support. Make sure you get to our website, www.teammellitalk.com. Remember, this is your best source for the latest news on Team Melli, the national team of Iran. Make sure you find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know the handle, @Team Melli Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button. See you on the next edition of Team Melli Talk.